So if you're into modifying Toyota Tacomas, chances are one of the first things you're going to want to do is add bigger wheels and tires to it. In my case here, I ended up doing a 265/70 on a 17-inch wheel, and it's a 17 by 8.5-inch wheel. And from everything that I read so far, it turns out that you shouldn't have, I heard the words, you shouldn't have any rubbing with a conservative setup like this, but it turns out I do. For wheels, we went with Titan 7 and their AK1, specially made for the Tacoma 4Runner FJ Cruiser. Weighing in at 20.6 pounds for a 17 by 8.5-inch wheel, they are 3 pounds lighter than the smaller stock Tacoma wheel. The AK1 offset is -8 compared to the stock positive 25 millimeters, pushing the wheel out about 1.3 inches further away from the body of the truck. The Toyo Open Country AT3 strikes the best balance across the measured categories of tread life, handling, off-road traction, quiet ride, and fuel efficiency across the entire Toyo off-road lineup. The tread compound is designed to be cut and chip resistant, and the evenly distributed void area increases the tread block rigidity for stability. As you'd expect for an off-road tire, there are stone ejectors in the tread blocks, and the shoulder lugs enhance off-road traction with their biting edges. The tread has 2 steel, 2 polyester, and 1 nylon ply, and the sidewall has 2 polyester plies. Listen to what you hear or don't hear for the open countries. I think it's a little quieter myself. Not as quiet as the stock Wranglers, but for an all-terrain tire, I think this is pretty quiet, especially compared to some of the loud noise you hear from mud terrains or even equivalent all-terrains. Some people say they're pretty loud. These are pretty easy to live with. To fix the rubbing in the front on the driver's side, we dove into YouTube University and found that with about 20 or 30 seconds with a heater gun, you can get the splash shield hot, and then you can reform the plastic with a piece of wood to get it to hold its shape by cooling things back down with some water. To fix the rear part of the wheel arch on both the driver's and passenger side, a small tab that's part of the fender flare was trimmed off with a razor knife. You can see the before and after in these images. Now when the wheel is turned and we're exiting and entering a driveway, our rubbing issue has been fixed. None of this would have been necessary if we had installed a lift kit or suspension first. And just to be clear, this work was only needed on the front wheels. The rear wheels didn't need any modification whatsoever. So we're heading out on the trail, and I've never actually aired down tires before, but it's pretty amazing going from like a standard 32 to 35 psi to airing down just to 20 psi out here, how I'm just floating over everything. I've never done it before, like I mentioned, and yeah, now I can just glide over all of these ruts. This is huge. Now I can see why people get their big time air compressors and air down and go do this stuff. I'm sure there's a traction element too that I probably don't understand, but it's pretty cool to watch this in action. buddy Tyler and his almost identical Tacoma got stuck on the same slippery rock I did. I had to engage the rear diff locker to get out. This was a super fun shakedown run of our new wheel and tire setup. We're really pleased with both the looks and the performance. With all our trail testing done, we can confirm our rubbing issues have definitely been fixed and we can turn our attention to future modifications. If you have any questions, please leave a comment and I hope you like the content. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.